Hey guys, and welcome back to World War II Solitaire board game channel and another week of Lone Sherman the Pacific. So this is the last Saipan map. This is clearing Garapan scenario number 6. So our mission here is simply to kill everything on the map, and then we win. So there's gonna be a lot of forces though. So first of all, we roll a d6 until we get a 1, 2 or 3 result. And we place a heavy artillery on that position. So he goes on 1. And then we place 2 Type 97 tanks and 1 Type 95 tank on 3 different red positions. So let's start with the Type 97. We're gonna have to reroll both of those. So we have 3 and 6. So 3 and 6. Let's see, that's there. And there's 2 types of tanks. I only have 1 Japanese tank module. So I'm gonna put one of these red to show that they're more dangerous because those are Type 97s. Then we also need to put a Type 95. And he goes on 5. Yeah, and we just put 195 last time we played. We put 3, but we should have put only 1. I did not discover that until I had shut off the camera and looked at the scenario again. And let's see here. Place an infantry unit on a blue random numbered hex. So he's gonna go on number 2. Okay, and we will start down here. And we can face any direction that we want. And I think maybe we'll stick to the left side. The problem with that is tanks are probably gonna come from the forest, and then we have the problem with the infantry that is likely to enter that high rocky ground. And also in the trees I will have less dice for movement, but there will be a bigger chance, of course, of mines if I stay on the clear hexes. But I think I'll go for the clear hexes, so I face him to the left. And then we go. So we start with movement, and we are gonna roll 5 dice. I will put my commanders to popped hatch. We have 0 casualties and we are unloaded. So let's go ahead and roll for movement. See, I can't really see the dice from here. So we have a 3 which is turn, a 4 and a 4 which is turn, and 2 moves. So we used 2 6s to move, and then we use the 3 to turn, and then we use one double to move. And then we roll for combat. We will roll 5 dice. And I'll use the 1 to load. The 3 is of no use. I'll use the 5 to fire at this tank. So let's see here. His size, it's a 97, so his size is 4. So we need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to hit. So likely not going to happen, but maybe. Nope, I don't think it's gonna happen. We roll a 4, so no, it's not gonna happen. Then we use one of the 2s to simply load. And then we go ahead and roll on the C table. We roll 2 dice. And we roll 5 and 3. So with the 5 we could turn or move, and with the 3 we can smoke or repair. So we use the 5 to move, and then we use the 3 to smoke. Okay, and that's the end of our turns. We go to the tanks. We start with the Type 97s. So we'll start with this one, which is 3 hexes away. He will roll 4 dice. And he rolls a 1, 4, 5, and 6. So with the 1 he will fire, but he cannot fire, so instead he will turn. And then with the 4, he will turn again. With the 5, he will move. And with the 6, he will fire, but he cannot fire, so instead he will move. So he will move right next to me here. And then we have the other Type 97 tank. So let's see here. 1, 1, 5, and 6. So with the 1, he will fire, but instead he will turn. And then with the next one, he will turn again. With the 5, he will move. With the 6, he would fire if he could, but he cannot, so he will move again. And then we have the Type 95 tank. So with the 3, he will fire, but he cannot fire, so instead he will move. With the 4, he will turn. With the other 4, he will turn again. And then with the final 4, he will turn yet again. And then we have the infantry. We roll 3 dice. A 1, 2, and a 3. And a 1 is fire, but he cannot fire. A 2 is move, so he will move. And a 3 is fire, but he cannot fire. And then we skip rolling for the artillery, since he can't fire. He can only fire in these 3 hexes. So then we have Japanese firepower. We have 2 for the artillery, 3 for the tanks, and 1 for the infantry, so a total of 6 dice. Gonna re-roll this one. Okay, let's see. We got 1 6. We have taken 1 US casualty. And then it is our turn again. We remove the smoke marker. And I'm gonna fire first and then move. Okay, so we use B first. We roll 5 dice. And I'm gonna re-roll that because I rolled 1 too many. I had 6 in my hand, so let's go again. Okay, so the 4 and the 3 is not needed, and we have more 4s and a 2. That's a very bad roll. We can use the double 4 to fire. So we'll fire at this tank. And his size is 4. He is 1 hex away, so that's 5. And then we have a 3, so that's 6 or higher to hit. And we roll a 9, so we hit. His frontal side armor is 8. My AP is 2, so we need 6 or higher to destroy him. Let's see, I can't even see that die. Okay, we rolled 9, perfect. So we have taken out the first 97 tank. Then we used 2 to load, and the 3 and the 4, unfortunately, we can't hit him because this blocks line of sight. So then we roll for movement, and we forgot to roll for end of turn event, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. And we roll a 6, which is sniper fire. If popped hatch in line of sight of any infantry, he's killed in action. However, lucky for me, this blocks line of sight, so and I haven't moved since the end of turn events. I should have rolled 4, so we're good. I think I get too excited of the Japanese firepower. That's why I sometimes neglect the end of turn events. But so far, I think I've always figured that out before we went too far. Okay, and then we have movement. Again, I roll 5 dice. Let's see what we got. We got a reverse. So let's see here. We have a reverse, and then we have more moves. It might actually be better for me to move into that building now. I think that's what I'm gonna do instead of reverse. I was thinking I was gonna reverse to get behind that and lure the tank into my view. The problem though is if I move in, I'm gonna expose my rear armor, and I only have 1 turn. But it's gonna have to be what I'm gonna do. So I think we're gonna do this. We use the 6 to move, and then we use the 5 to move, and then we shall use the 4 to turn, and then we'll use the 5 to move. So now we're not in their line of sight, and I'll have a chance when rolling on this one to, if I'm very lucky, to get a turn or 2. So roll 2 dice on the C table. And we got a 5. That's just what I was looking for. Perfect. So with the 5, let's see which way would be the best to turn. I'll turn this direction. And then with the 6, we have a fire main gun, so we're gonna fire the main gun. We're gonna fire at the heavy artillery, and the heavy artillery has a size of 4. He's 1 hex away and in a building, so that means we need a 6 or higher to hit him. And we roll a 3, so that's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. And then we go for the tanks. We start with the 97. He rolls 4 dice. So with the 1, he will fire or turn, but he cannot fire, so he will turn. And then with the 3, he will fire or move. He cannot fire, so he will move. With the 4, he will turn. And then with the 6, he would fire, but he cannot fire, so instead he will move. And then we have the Type 95 tank. Let's see here. With the 1, he would fire, but instead he will turn. With the second one, he will do it again. And then with the 3rd, or with the 2, he would move, but he cannot move, so instead he will turn. And with the 6, he would fire, but he cannot fire, so instead he will move. And then we have the infantry. Let's see here. So the 2 is a movement, and the 3s are fire, but he cannot fire since he's not adjacent, and this is not in line of fire, so we're not going to roll. Firepower, 2 for the heavy artillery, 2 for the tanks, and 1 for the infantry, a total of 5 dice. Excuse me. We roll 2 6s, so we take 2 casualties. And then it is our turn again, I was going to say, but no, it is the end of turn events. Let's see what we roll. We roll 7, which is no event. That's good for us. We really don't want to roll 9s because that's going to spawn more infantry. Okay, so I will roll for movement first. We will only roll, or we will actually roll 5 dice. Building has a base of 2 for maneuver. So we're just going to want to turn now to face the enemy. So that's it. Okay, let's see what I got. We got what I needed. We got 4 turns, so I'll use 1, 2, like so. And then the other ones we skip, and then we roll for attack, and we will get to roll 4 dice. And we have a 1, which we can load with, and then with 5, we will fire. So again, we need 6 or higher to hit that artillery. And roll 9 to destroy him. His rear armor is 6, our AP is 2, so we need a 4 or higher to destroy him. And roll a 6, so we have managed to destroy that heavy artillery position. And then we roll on the C table, only 2 dice. Roll 4 and 3, so 4 is machine guns and 3 is smoke, so I'm definitely gonna go ahead and pop some smoke here in case those tanks will join me now. We start by rolling for the Type 97. He rolls 4 dice. And he rolls a 1, which is fire, but he cannot fire, so instead he will turn. We roll a 5, which is move. Then we roll another 5, which is move or reverse. Since he cannot move, he will reverse. So he got scared. And then this time, it's a fire, but he cannot fire. So instead of firing, he will move again. It's a funny tank commander in there. Next tank. He rolls a 1, which is fire or turn. So he will turn. With the 3, he will fire or move, but he can do neither. With the 4, he will turn. And with the second 4, he will turn again. And then we have the infantry. So we roll 2, which is move. And let's see, I'm 1, 2, 3 hexes away, so he's going to move to this area. And then the second 2 is move again, but remember, Japanese infantry will never move if they don't get closer to you. So I'm 2 hexes away, so if I move here, I'm still going to be 2 hexes away. And the 4 is also a movement, which is not going to be performed. And then we have Japanese firepower, so it's just going to be 3 dice now since we took out that heavy artillery. Let's see here. No casualties, end of turn events. Roll a 5, which is sniper fire again, but we're safe because, or no, we're not. Oh yeah, we are. Because there's a building here, so that building blocks the line of sight, thank God. Okay, so we're good, we are good. Next turn, we remove the smoke, and we're gonna roll. We'll start with attack. We only get 4 dice since the base is 1 for a building. So we need a reload and a fire main gun. Let's see here. We got a 2, which is a load. And then we'll use the 6 to fire our main gun. And of course we fire at the only valid target, which is the Type 97. His size is 4. He's 1 hex away and in a building, so that's 6 or higher. I roll a 3. That's very unfortunate. I'll use the 1 to load. And then we roll on the C table. I hope now for a 6. A 5 and a 2. Okay, so with the 2 I can repair, which is not something I need. With the 5 I can turn or move, but I'm not going to do either of those things. So that's going to be it for me. We roll now 4 dice for the Type 97. So he's probably going to take a few shots at me, I guess. Okay, with the 1 he will fire. And he is, let's see, my size is 4. I'm 1 hex away. He needs 6 or higher to hit me. He rolls a 6, so it's a hit. My frontal armor is 11. His AP is only 1, so he needs 10 or higher. And the bastard rolls 11. Wow. What kind of damage do we receive? We get a 2, which is fire level +1. So we now have a fire on the Sherman. Very bad. Okay, and then we have a 2, which is move or turn, but he can't move and he's not going to turn since he's already facing me. And then we have a 3, which is fire again. So again, he needs a 6 or higher to hit. And rolls a 9, and then he needs a 10 or higher to penetrate my armor. And rolls an 8, so that bounces off. Then he has a 5, which is a move, but he cannot move. So it would be a reverse, but he cannot reverse either because the infantry is behind him. We have the Type 95 tank. And we have a 3, which is fire or move. He can do neither of those things. Then we have a 4, which is turn. Then we have a 5, which is move. And then we have a 6, which is fire. So again, I am size 4, 1 hex away. I'm in a building, 6 or higher to hit. And he rolls an 8, so he hits. His AP is 0. My frontal sight is 10, so he needs 10 or higher to hit. He rolls an 8, thank God. Okay, I'm getting cornered here. It's time for the infantry. They roll 3 dice. And they roll a 2, 3, and 6. So with the 2, he will move. But again, he will not move because he will not get closer to me. So he can't do anything. And now it is Japanese firepower, only 3 dice. And okay, we're good. End of turn events. And we have a 4, which is mechanical failure. Sherman is immobilized. Very unfortunate. Let's see if I can find my immobilized marker here. Okay, that's not good at all. We really would have needed a 10 or higher because that would have let us put out the fire. Okay, it is our turn again and we are gonna roll on, there's no point in rolling on movement because we're immobilized. We roll on attack. We will roll 4 dice. And we get pretty bad values here. The 3s are not gonna help us at all. It's a machine gun. We use the 6 to fire. We fire at this tank here. He is a size of 4, 1 hex away in a building, so we need a 6 or higher to hit. We're on 8, so we hit him. His frontal armor is 9, our AP is 2, so we need a 7 or higher now to take him out. Yes! He's done. We got him. Okay, we used a double freeze to load our gun, and then we roll on the C table, we need a 1 to extinguish the fire. We need a 2 or a 3 to repair. A double would let us get hold down. That would also be good, but the extinguish fire is the most important, to be honest. So roll 2 d6 and we hope for a 1. And we did not get that. We got a 3, which is repair, so we get rid of that immobilization, so that's good. We might have to move out of here, because if we stay, we're likely to die from the fire, since we only get 1 basic die in the sea area, so we might want to try to move to a wooded area. Okay, and then we have the 6, which is fire the main gun, so we're going to do that. We'll fire at this tank, and his size is 5. He is 1 hex away and in a building, so we need a 7 or higher to hit him. Ah, crap, we missed. And that brings us to the fire level. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna roll 1 d6. For every fire you roll 1 d6, and then you take the lowest number. But now we only have 1. On a roll of 1, we're destroyed. We roll a 3, which is fire. 1 more fire. So next time we're gonna roll 2 d6. This is not good. Not good at all. Okay, we roll for the Japanese 4 dice for the tank. I really thought I had this in the bag, but the fire really got this turned around. Okay, 2 is moved, but he cannot move, so instead he will turn. And the 2, he will not turn again since he's facing my Sherman. The 4 is turn, but he will, sorry, the 3 is fire, so he's gonna head fire. And the 4 would be turn, and he's not going to do that. So we'll just roll for the fire. 6 or higher to hit. He rolls 9, so it's a hit. My frontal side armor is 10. He has a 0 AP, so he needs 10 or higher to hit. He rolls 5, we're good. Japanese infantry, and he rolls a 3, which is fire. A 4, which is move. And a 5, which is move again. So very lucky with the Japanese infantry, at least. However, now it's end of turn events, but oh yeah, we have Japanese firepower first. 1 US casualty. And then we have end of turn events, and this 5 or 6 now, I have sniper fire, and it's very likely to happen. Yep, sniper fire, I knew it. That means our commander is killed in action by a sniper. I thought I might get a 10. That would have helped me to take out one of the fires, but you know. Okay, let's roll for attack first, and I get 4 dice. Let's see here what we got. I'll use the 2 to load. Let's save these on the side. Then I use the 6 to fire. And I need a 7 or higher to hit the tank. And I got an 11. Now to destroy him, his frontal, let's see, it's gonna be his frontal armor, and it's 9, my AP is 2, so 7 or higher to take him out. Yes! He's gone. I use the 2 to load, and then I have the 3, and if I can't kill that infantry, we have 1. And I have a feeling that if we don't kill him, it's gonna be game over because of the fire. So we have some very good stuff here though, because he's only 1 hex away, so his size is 2. He's only 1 hex away, so we need a 3 or higher to take him out. However, he is in a building, so he becomes a 4 or higher to kill. And then, oh, I should only have rolled 3 dice. I should only have rolled 3 dice because of my commander is dead. Okay, so before we do any firing, let's roll again to make it fair. I got 1 fire, 2 loads, and 1 machine gun. Okay, so let's see here. That's a 1, 5, and a 6. So that means I don't get any machine gun, so I will actually not get to fire at this chap unless I'm extremely lucky here, but I doubt it. Okay, so we made it fair. We got 1 load and one machine gun, one main gun, and I believe we were actually unloaded. So we loaded and then we fired and then we loaded again. So we're unloaded. So that's very unfortunate, but we play it fair. The commander is dead, so... And that also means now that we only get to roll 1 dice instead of 2 because the commander is dead. So, but if we get a 4 now, we'll get to fire our machine gun. We get a 5. And that is turn or move, and we're not going to do either of those things. And then we have the fire level. This time we roll 2 dice. Very bad. A 1 and we're dead. We have a 2 and we have a 3. The 3 adds another fire, so it's really getting out of control here. Bail out, guys, and the 2 is going to be a killed in action check. Okay, so roll D6 once, smashing crew, killed in action. So we roll a 5, and that's going to be the assistant driver. So he's killed in action from the fire. And that leads us now to the Japanese. So the infantry will roll 3 dice. And he rolls very good. He rolls 3 fires. So let's take the first fire now. They're going nuts. I am size 4, 2 hexes, 1 hex away and in a building, so need 6 or higher to hit. They failed the first one, thank God. Next chance, 6 or higher to hit. Oh my lord! Okay, last chance, 6 or higher to hit. And I got 9, so that's only fair. They got 1 hit. Now my frontal armor is 11, and his AP value is 3, so he needs 8 or higher to actually do damage. Oh! That's gonna be some recruits or something, because they did not do a good job. Japanese firepower, 6. Okay, they did a good job on that. I guess they were focused on our friends. Okay, end of turn events, please give me a 10. And I got a 9. Oh, I can't believe it! 9 is another infantry unit. I can't believe it, man! 2, which is over here. Man, that is bad luck. I am screwed, guys. There is no way we're gonna be able to do this. Okay, let's roll for attack, and we roll now only 3 dice since our commander is dead. And whenever I want those machine gun fires, I don't get them. But we use the double... No, we can't use the doubles for machine gun fire. God damn. Pardon my French. 1 dice for the C, and we get a 2, which is repair. We have no need for that. This is it, guys. Fire level 3 dice. Okay, so the 3 is another fire level. We're at 4 now. That's the highest I ever been. We have a 5, which is turret damage. And then we have a 6, which is immobilized. We are screwed. We are so screwed. Wow. Okay. Not fun. Japanese firepower. It's gonna be... oh no, we got the Japanese units. Let's start with the closest one. So let's see here. The 2 is a movement and the 5 is a movement. So they get 1 attack. 6 or higher. And a roll of 4. These guys are not good. They're not trained well. And the new infantry unit rolls a 2, which is move. And let's see, it's gonna be vertical. So let's see here, how does that work? Okay, we gotta roll to see which one he goes to. 1 to 3 this one, 5 to 6 that one. And then we have 1 more. We have 2 more movements. So again, we have to, let's see here. Yeah, we have to roll 1 to 3 this one, 5 to 6 that one. So he moves here, and then 1 more movement, and he moves up here. I'm in trouble, guys. I am in real trouble. Japanese firepower. End of turn events. Give me a 10. Come on. We hit a mine, but we're good. We're not on a clear hex, and we're already immobilized. I mean, if we have some kind of miracle now and we get 2 machine gun fire, a 3 and a 4, 2 of those, and we take them out, we win, but we get a 1, so we use that to load. The 5, we can't fire the main gun at anything. The 3 we use for our machine gun. So he is 1 hex away, his size is 2, and he is in a building. That's a 4 or higher to kill him, but he's directly in front of us, so that's a 3 or higher. I roll a 2, of course. This is the unluckiest game I had, man. C, we roll 1 die, and we get a 6, which is fire the main gun. We have nothing to fire on. Fire level, we roll 4d6. If we get a 1 now, we are destroyed. And someone really doesn't want me to die, quickly at least, because we have 2 more fire levels. That's fire level 6. And then we have 4. Oh, that's a 4 too. That's another fire level. Okay, I don't think it's any point any longer to try to take out this fire. We are at 7 fire level. 6 is immobilized, and we're already immobilized. Japanese firepower. And let's see. Yeah, these guys are good at killing my friends. End of turn events. And this time we roll a 10, which is if commander is not kindled in action, perform a load, repair, or extinguish. I would need a repair and an extinguish, of course, but I can do neither of those things because my commander is dead. It is our turn again. We roll 3 dice for our attack. And we get 1 machine gun fire, so we fire at him 3 or higher. I just can't catch any break, man. And then the double, we cannot use that to fire the machine guns. We only roll on the C table 1 die. And we get a 3, which is smoke or repair. The smoke is going to help us, so let's just put out some smoke here. We're all for the Japanese units. Let's start with this guy. And actually, before we do that, we need to do our fire level. Maybe I did that twice last turn. I'm getting stressed out. Let's save his roll, and let's just do the fire level, because I'm pretty certain I'm gonna die. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I did a fire level twice last turn, or I did it after the Japanese. I don't know. I'm getting stressed out. I won now and I'm dead. Yeah, guys, I'm done for. We got a 1, 2 2s, a 3, that's 3 more fire levels, a 6 immobilized. My Sherman blows up in an explosion of fire. I'm done. Man, I think I was very unlucky on the end. I think I had a good plan. I had a bit of luck in the beginning and mid-game, but that fire, after that fire and after the sniper that got me, it was game over. Game over, man. But then I was so unlucky because I had a few machine guns. I fired at him twice. I only needed a 3 or higher. That's a 66% chance of success times 2, and both of those times failed. Well, that is the way of the dice. That is the way the cookie crumbles. Oh, that looks weird. Maybe it's a cursed die that's got this game cursed. We have failed on the last scenario of Saipan, so that means we have won 1 level, but we failed the landing and clearing Garapan. So we won 1 out of 3 scenarios. So far we have won 4 out of, I believe we have won 4 out of 6. And that is the end of Saipan. Next time we're gonna play Tarawa, beach number 2. It's gonna be another landing scenario. As always, guys, make sure to check the comment section. Mike always watches and he always lets us know if there's any fog of war on my side. Please take the time to comment yourself. I really appreciate that. Like the video, and of course subscribe. You don't want to miss out on the next episode of Lone Sherman the Pacific and all other videos I post. And don't forget to check the video description. You see a link to the designer's own YouTube channel where you can buy the game off Amazon, and also a link to Wargamevault where you can buy this as a print and play PDF file. That's it for this time, guys. Again, thank you for watching. See you next time.